Welcome to Bantam 2023. We're going to be walking around the entire weekend and checking out some really cool Jeeps, some cool products, and the nightlife and everything there is to do here at this show. This is going to be a longer video. We hope to show off as many Jeeps and cool things as we can, so let's get right into it. One that I did want to check out when we first walked in was the Quadratec two-door JT. I know they did a conversion, and actually someone that I follow on Facebook did the whole swap. It started, I believe, as a Wrangler, or it might have been a Gladiator, but it is a full 4xe two-door conversion that they're doing their 50 for 50, so clean up in every single state. I think it's a really cool build, and honestly, looking at it up close, makes me kind of consider why Jeep didn't make a two-door Gladiator. So guys, as you look around, here's something else that I just noticed, a Rubicon 20th anniversary. So this is the 4xe, and honestly, I looked over, I just saw the 20 on the hood, and then as I peeked in, you can see the red and black seats, the red dash, and then the front grille and everything that's going on. So let's just walk around this. I'll let Ryan get some shots, but the interior looks really clean on this setup, and it is the 20th anniversary. So you got the red seat belts, you've got all the goodies added onto it, a very clean looking Jeep, plus that brand new grille. So let's check it out here in person. You guys saw it first at Dirt Road CRED. All right guys, so right behind me, this is actually pretty neat. This is the original, the Duck Jeep. So where all the Jeeping and the Ducks started, this is kind of the Jeep that created it all. So from what Ryan was saying, Allison is the individual that started this. She's from Canada and kind of created all the Duck Jeep. So you can see them all run across the dashboard. And then also we got some really cool unknown entity coffee. So we got some cold brew, found a really cool shop. We'll tag their link down in the description. It's just two dudes starting it off just like us, and we really love to sponsor that. Plus Luke Edward keeps pushing for Duncan to sponsor us. I think maybe we found a good one. This is some good stuff. So one of the cool parts about going to Bantam is that they do have the original history. So we've got a whole World War II encampment behind me, and that's really why this show is here. It's because the Bantam Motor Corporation was one of the 3 contracted companies to help design a vehicle for World War II. Now the cool thing about that is that when they designed these vehicles, the actual military decided which one they were going to use, and Ford produced the vast majority of them. However, they took the best out of each 3 of the companies and kind of combined them together to see what we have behind us. The 9-slot grille, the original GPW, and pretty much where they argue that Jeep got its name from. The GPW, if you say it quick, sounds like Jeep, and that's where it's kind of contested where the name came from, but this is where it all started. So this is really cool to see, and honestly, a nice part of the show is to go through all this and look through the whole encampment. Plus they have an entire history exhibit over there, which we'll check out. Very awesome stuff. Here's something really neat about looking at these Ford GPWs. If you actually look at the bolt heads, you've got the letter F for Ford on there. I think that just the quality that went into every one of these vehicles built, and honestly, they helped win a world war. So that's pretty neat though. Just a little tidbit I wanted to show Ryan because it's kind of a neat fact. If you can tell if one of these is original, the original Ford on the bolt heads. So kind of one of the coolest things about walking around a show like this is you do get to see kind of a lot of the Jeep colors that were offered over the years. Now this one really irks me that they never came out with this in the JL, especially that 20th anniversary edition, and that's the Inca Gold. I absolutely love this color, and honestly I was expecting it with the 20th anniversary. This is an original 03 Rubicon color, and I gotta say it is one of my all-time favorites. These are very hard to find, especially in good shape. As you can see, this one's got some rust, some mud on it here, but it is out having fun, and I gotta say the Inca Gold, if I could get a hold of one, I absolutely would. I really, really wish they would have released that in the 2023, the 20th anniversary. This would have looked killer. Could you guys imagine this? Even with the red accents on there, I think it would have looked awesome. Look, let's look at Rye.
And I am rolling.
All right, guys, well, we just did a little photo op with some cool art back there. We're trying to see if we can fit the YJ seat in the back of the Jeep. I think that would make a cool addition to the new shop. But we'll have to see. Walker and I, the whole family's out here at Bantam. Walker, what do you think about the show? Yeah, getting a lot of ducks for little guys. So we're having a lot of fun out here, but there's a lot of cool products like that. And something you never know, like that bench back there, the YJ one with lights and everything, it's like 320 bucks. So I think it's a great deal. And you can find cool stuff like that here at the Jeep show. So we really like coming to Bantam. So here's another one here in the parking lot. Now I gotta say, you guys might be wondering why you're looking at this JK here. I believe this is probably a 2009 through 2011. It definitely looks, well, I can just check out the interior and see what it looks like in here. Yeah, I think it's a 2011 based upon the seats on here, so it does probably have the 3.8, but overall, I really like the look of this build simply because it looks like a factory plus build. It's a Rubicon with the color match fenders, an ARB full width bumper, a nice worn winch tuck there, and then I really like on the rock rails, those are kind of a little bit old school where you actually weld on the sliders to the factory Rubicon rails, and I do have a soft spot for the original Snazberry color that is on here. We can actually pan over and show you the brand new Snazberry, which is right next to it, but I really do like this color, especially when it's cleaned up, when it's in the sunlight. This is a good looking JK behind us, and I don't know, maybe we ought to pick up an early model JK, find one that's completely bone stock, maybe even a Gecko one, because I can see one right behind you, Ryan, and we could build that up. I think that would be pretty cool to have a JK build. And honestly, the thing about these JKs anymore, guys, parts are easily and readily available. You can do engine swaps pretty cheaply, and honestly, there are so many years of these that you can really find a lot of good deals on it. So maybe a JK build would be in the future. Let us know what you guys think. So yeah, this one's pretty cool, guys. A 1991 Jeep Wrangler YJ, and from the looks of it, this is the original owner that has this. It's got the window sticker, the original bill of sale, the accessory book on the interior, and it looks completely bone stock. It does have about 157,000 miles, so it's been driven, but looking at it the way it is, you wouldn't really be able to notice. Not really any rust on this. It's a very clean looking Jeep, and honestly, back then it was 15,000, which was a pretty well optioned Jeep too. So just a cool example of the YJ here, and this is a neat one that we saw at this show. Got another really nice JK build. We actually stumbled upon this because I noticed the wheels are very similar to what I've got. So this one is running a set of 40s two-door JK. Ryan actually looked at it. It's got the JL hood latches, but it's got a really neat coating on it. And I want to see what kind of coating. Looks like it's Patriot liner on this, so it's almost like a purple color. I really like the look of it, and plus they added it onto the Moto-Built front bumper. Warn winch, factor 55, a very clean-looking Jeep with the best top corridors, PRP seats. If you guys know the owner of this Jeep, definitely tag him because this is a good-looking vehicle behind me. But really nice JK, and I honestly, Ryan, we keep having a soft spot for the JKs. This one is very built up with a ton of Moto-Built gear, which I run as well, and just a cool looking build. It's really neat behind us. We're kind of in the TJ section of the show, and if you go to the show and shine, there's actually whole sections of different vehicles. We've got a beautiful LJ behind us. It looks like it has an LS swap under the hood, and then also right next to it, just a super clean example of what a TJ can look like. So there's a 2006 TJ Sport. We've got the chrome wheels, BF Goodrich KM2s, and then right next to it, kind of the full extent of what you can do with an LJ. That's kind of neat with this show, is you can walk around and really check everything out. All the TJs down this line, LJs, and then you can go to every section with the vehicle that you have, so you can get some ideas and really check them out. But honestly, I have a soft spot too for this stock one here with the chrome wheels and KM2s. Reminds me of like the high school TJ. Pretty good example behind us of a fully modified up JK. I really like the purple rain color, and underneath the hood is tucked in a 6.4 liter 392. Now another cool thing with this one, after looking it all over, is it is a beautifully clean Jeep. If you look at the frame, front axle, everything, I mean honestly it's shining, even the wheels and tires that look like glass here. But I wanted to check it out because it is a very clean build. I know you guys can give us a little bit of crap because the axles aren't 1 ton, this, that, and the other, but this is a good looking JK behind us, and we wanted to just stop and check it out. All right guys, so that's gonna be a wrap on today's video. Obviously we did a nice walk around of the show, checked out a lot of cool Jeeps, and overall I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's a lot of fun to come here. We had a chance to check out that 2024 grill and throw it onto our Jeep, so that was probably the highlight of this trip, so huge shout out to Distinction Applied for hooking us up with that one. Now this is one of the many shows that we do attend, so I believe the next one we're gonna be at is the Toledo Jeep Fest out in Ohio, and then we've got, well, we'll have the York Jeep Show in Carlisle, and then we've also got the Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion. So we're gonna be going to all those, but we'll be trying to do the same thing here, just checking out some cool Jeeps. If you guys do see us out and about at these shows, definitely swing by. We've got decals, we've got everything to give you guys. So if you guys do see us at a show, Dirt Road CRED decals are always loaded up with us, and it's a huge pleasure to meet everyone when we come out. And I highly suggest if you haven't been out to these, you've got to make a trip out. Enjoy the show. There's a lot of fun for the entire family. There's some off-site trail rides, and this is just a beautiful spot of the country here. So come out to Pittsburgh. You can enjoy all the sights here in Butler and have a great time. Till next time, my name is Matt with Dirt Road CRED, and I want you to get out there and earn yours.